We are going to start a review on the Flightscope Mevo Plus. So right out of the box, it comes with a hard case, which is very helpful. I used to have a Flightscope XI Tour. It didn't have a hard case. I dropped it on the cement. And so now I have a Flightscope Mevo Plus. All right, so it comes with a hard case. You can also buy like a stand that helps level it, or you can just find a flat surface. If you're going to be using this indoors, the stand might be a good idea. Simple stand looks like this. You can get a glass shield if you're indoors in case you hit it off the wall or something. It doesn't come back and break it. All right, so today is all about the Flightscope Mevo Plus. The basic model is going to run around $2,000. It is just going to have basic ball parameters of speed, impact, distance, spins, things, just basic things that you can get from most launch monitors out there. You can upgrade it, which is, I think it's on sale now, but I'm not quite sure if it is anymore. It's around anywhere from $800 to $1,000 for the upgraded. The upgrade gives you face to path at impact. It gives you path overall of the club. It just gives you, I don't know, like 15 or 20 more different parameters. If you're really trying to fine tune your golf swing, that's something you're going to want to go to. And then there's an additional upgrade after that if you want to see what your face, where the ball hits on the face, which is really kind of neat because it'll show you where the ball goes, and you can just track that progress throughout your entire practice session. And you can go back and review it and kind of see how consistent you are, or where you consistently hit it or miss it. So that is the basic stuff about the Flightscope. Today we are going to test the outdoor version. Okay, so we're going to test and see what the spin looks like, if it's consistent as far as speed goes, if it's consistent when it reads distance. All right, so I'm hitting into a net. I'm not sure if it's different if you are actually hitting into like a solid screen, if you're going to be using this, because you can also use this for playing golf courses. I think there's like 6 golf courses that come preloaded on it. So I can't test that part because I just don't have that option, but we're going to test outside and see if it is consistent when it comes to spin and all that kind of stuff. The second part, which I'll release in a few days later, is going to be if it's consistent on the driving range, and we'll test probably from like 150 yards to 170 yards. We'll test those distances also on the golf course to see if it is actually reading the correct distance, because it's really easy to check it that way. So if you are brand new to our channel, make sure you subscribe. That way you will see our future videos, future video for this. Hit the bell button and you'll definitely get the notifications as we release videos. And if you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down below. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. So the Mevo Plus that we're going to be using today is upgraded. So it's got the club path and it has the face options on it. We're going to use it first without using the silver metallic dot. That supposedly helps you track the ball a little bit better. So we're going to start without it, and then we are going to add it, kind of compare them, see what they look like. One of the cool options is you can use it on your tablet, or you can now use it on your phone with the app that they provide. So I'm going to be using a 7-iron today. One of the other things that is new is you can choose what the Flightscope basically like an audible. So if you want to just focus on path, you can choose path, and every time you hit your ball, it'll tell you what your path is. You can hear it. Okay, so if you just want to work on one certain thing, that's kind of a cool option that you can go to. You don't have to always go back to the screen and check it and things like that. So today we're going to start with 7-iron, and we're just going to see what it does without that dot on there first. All right, so first we're going to talk about tour average, and we're just going to see how it meets. All right, so these numbers are according to TrackMan, which is $25,000 that I don't have to spend. All right, average club head speed for a tour player is 90 with a 7-iron. All right, smash factor is 1.33, and they typically fly at 172 yards, I think it said. All right, so we're going to check that out and see if it measures up. All right, so it's 3 degrees right. Spin was actually good. Distance was short. Club head speed was 89. Smash factor 132. All right, so based off of those numbers, spin was good, smash factor was 0.01 off. Club head speed was less than a mile off, and it said it carried 158. So into the short net, it is still running short, even though the numbers are very close to tour average. So hopefully on the golf course, these numbers get corrected when it gets to, the radar gets to track it the entire time. So I hit that one pretty good. It said that the club head speed was 85, which is pretty close. I'm really between 85 and 90 sometimes if I hit it super good. The spin always, it looks like it reads it low, because the 7-iron should be around 7,000. It's at 52. And the carry was pretty short. 7-iron for me is usually 175. Hit it good, 180. It said 162. So that is a little short for carry. We'll hit another one and see how we did. I mean, my path and all the numbers were pretty good. I was 1.5 degrees right, so that wasn't too bad either. So we'll check it out again, see if the numbers are consistent. I missed that one a little bit. Club head speed was 87, so it was a little higher. Still said it only carried 163, and the spin was super low. I did miss it a little bit. If we look at the club face itself, face impact, that one said it was pretty close to the middle, which might have been, but I didn't hit it very good. All right, so we got the little metallic dot on now and see if it reads it better that way. All right, so with the dot facing straight up and down, spin was actually correct, 7,000. Club head speed, this time was a little slower, it was 85. All right, still only carried 152, and my path was 3 degrees right, so it was a little draw. So putting the dot seemed to go straight up and down was a little bit better as far as spin goes. I'm gonna move my map further back on this one, so maybe the ball has a little bit more time to travel before it hits the net, and see if that changes anything. The spin was a little high. Club head speed increased, and the total distance was pretty much unchanged. We'll try it one. All right, missed that one a little bit. Club head speed was 87. Carry was still 155, and my path was almost 0. We're gonna try it. 0.5 degrees right. Spin was 76. Carry 155. That is not correct. All right, so it doesn't really change whether I have the dot or don't have the dot. This should be all set up correctly. I mean, my ball speed's high enough, club head speed is high enough, path isn't that bad, it's going straight. So all of them are little draws. So based off of the short indoor version, I would say all the numbers seem to be correct, except for how far it flies. So that would be my only thing that would trouble me, right? Especially if you're trying to dial in your numbers over the winter. Maybe it travels or works differently into like that solid screen, but for right now I would say all the numbers look good except for how far it flies. So the next version, we are going to take it out to the golf course and to the range, and we will test it that way to see if the numbers still look good. I'm sure they probably will be. We'll see if, since it can actually watch it fly the entire time, if it actually tracks the correct distance, because the distance isn't correct with how fast the club head speed and center of contact, all that stuff that's going down right now. So make sure you check it out. I'll probably post this next video on outdoors about 2 or 3 days.